So dermaplaning is a form of mechanical exfoliation, and what this is doing is it's removing peach fuzz hair and dead skin. And the dermaplaning blade that we use is a 10 gauge scalpel, and so it's not just hitting the hair at the top, it's actually taking off dead skin with it. So that's the difference of having to do it at home versus here, or doing it at home versus a medical setting. But dermaplaning, it really helps with products being actually able to penetrate where they need to go. So this is great prior to any kind of numbing. So the difference between doing at-home dermaplaning, or what people think of it is that they're actually using a razor. So while this is a scalpel that is medical, it's a medical grade scalpel. So this is hitting the hair along with dead skin and not just cutting the hair off at the surface. So you leave here with a fresh blank canvas versus prickly hair that's still kind of left from shaving. And while hair growth, it's physically impossible for your hair to grow back coarse and dark. However, I will say if you're using a razor, it's going to appear more obvious versus dermaplaning, because dermaplaning takes away dead skin as well. So definitely the texture of your skin. So even if you're oily or dry, it kind of helps exfoliate dead skin that's on the surface. So texture of the skin, the complexion of the skin, completely. So it will, or as I'm blading, it's taking off dead skin. So with this alone, you will appear a lot brighter than what you were before because of dull skin hanging on at the surface. And then the third thing, which people or patients typically don't understand, but that I love about it, is that any product I lay over it, your skin is a sponge for it. So it accepts product really well, and it helps the product penetrate a little bit deeper versus it laying on dead skin. So we're about to start microneedling, and the first part that we did was cleanse the face off using a gentle cleanser. We dermaplaned her skin, and then we put the numbing on her skin. So 20 minutes later, we have wiped the numbing off and we have sterilized her skin again. So now we'll begin actual needle. I'm going to start fairly low and then we'll work our way up. While someone with your skin type and skin condition, the clinical endpoint is just erythema, so just some redness. However, in certain areas I will create what's called petechia, which is pinpoint bleeding, just to really focus on those certain areas with the fine lines and the hyperpigmentation. So those you might feel a little bit more, but if anything feels super uncomfortable, you let me know. Otherwise, it should be pretty pleasant. Microneedling, though, it is one of those things that is fairly new. However, it'll be around forever because it does one thing only, and it stimulates collagen. However, it addresses so many different skin concerns. It's great for really, everything, especially acne scarring. But as far as age management goes, you're losing about 1% of collagen each year after the age of 20. So the goal is to just bump the collagen production up. So it increases your collagen, typically 40 to 50%. It stimulates the collagen, that's how it operates. But it also depends your age. So about how old you are is how often your skin cells are really turning over in days. So let's just say, for example, mine's every 26 days, 28 days. So the goal is to speed that up so you're producing new healthy skin while stimulating collagen. So it'd be great. Honestly, from my perspective, the great thing about microneedling is that hyaluronic acid is able to reach a place that it doesn't when you're needling something in. Explain it besides obviously just stimulating the collagen, which is what microneedling is doing. But for example, if you fall down and you scrape your knee, your skin will repair itself. So the skin is the largest organ, and its job is to protect you and repair itself. So you're purposely creating small injuries into the skin, so your skin has to repair itself to produce new skin. So microneedling treatments range or depend typically on the skin, the individual, what the goal is. For acne scarring, I say maintain your treatments spaced 4 to 6 weeks out apart. For age management, hyperpigmentation, and things like that, I definitely say no longer than 8 weeks. But there's not a time where you can, say, I think I've reached my goal, I can stop. You know what I mean? It's more of just maintaining once you see results. So this can reach up to a depth of 2.5, which is fairly deep. And then right now on you, we're using a 12-pound needle. However, we do have, we're using a 16-pound needle. But we do have one that is 36 needles, and that's for someone that has serious scarring. Because when you have a scarring situation, you have to see pinpoint bleeding for the area to, actually heal itself and work. And this pen also, you can adjust the speed. So right now we're at the highest that it needles, but you can slow down the speed of the needle. So immediately you will be red. It's going to look like you have a sunburn. You might feel kind of warm to the touch. And I explain that in a way that your skin has been injured, and so it's going to feel almost like you have a sunburn. Your skin's trying to heal itself. So you'll feel pink, red. In a couple of days you might be dry and flaky. So it's really important that you receive the take-home kit that we provide with cleansers and moisturizers, and the recovery system to help the skin repair. But other than that, you will look completely normal to someone else that has not seen you. You just want to make sure that you're wearing sunscreen if you are exposed to the sun, especially within 3 to 5 days while your skin's repairing itself. And then it takes, depending on the individual, it takes typically 2 to 3 months to start seeing results, as long as you're consistent with the treatments. However, if someone does have scarring, you'll see the results faster because you're looking and paying attention to a certain area that you're waiting to heal. She has a perfect reaction. So right through here, you see redness, which is just erythema coming to the skin, so the skin's kind of healing itself. And then right here you can see the pinpoint bleeding, and I really focus in that area to needle deeper because this is where the fine lines are. And as we age, typically this skin right here is going to sag, so our job is to plump it back up. Encourage our patients, if they're going to pursue the filler route, to really kind of take a step back and maybe try microneedling a couple of sessions, because these are so superficial that really microneedling can't correct those. Because you can add a filler in that area, you just don't want to seem puffier. So microneedling is a good option for someone that's a little timid about fillers.